Hello and welcome to another installment of Comparative Reasoning. I'm your host, Cedric Candy, and with me is Sidra Owens, and today we're talking about what Karens need every single hour. You know, and you're going to be like, but that's not right. That's not progressive. And you can take little mealy mouth ass back to the store where you came from, where you picked up that piece of bullshit.
Because they don't seem to respond to people minding their own business.
Yeah, you just can't mind your own business, you know. Not in white America. No, can't do that. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the video because it's an oldie, you know. It's happened in the past week and a half, maybe
something like that. 2 weeks maybe.
So, you know, we're gonna check this out. And yeah. So hold up. Let me go down here and pull this up. There we go.
Are you the manager?
Yes. You need to leave. You need to leave. We're not serving you. You're not serving you.
Excuse me, but you did say that she needs to go back to her country. What is that?
Native Americans
Excuse me, this is what this whole world...
White people are not from this country. Don't serve her.
Yeah, you cannot
Don't serve her racist ass.
You don't tell... No. Continue serving,
You need to leave. You're not a part of this. You need to leave. You're not a part of this. No, you do not come in here and use the F word and swear and call me a bitch.
I've never even said that
I said she is, and you're not a part of
it. That word.
So you get out of here. I know. I said she is, and that's why she's leaving. So you will leave too.
No. This is going all over the internet. You don't know who I am. You told her to go back to her country, where she's from.
I didn't even do it. That's assault.
Yeah.
You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Where were you born? Where were you born, bitch? I was born in America, bitch. Where are your ancestors from? They're not from this country. You're going back to Mexico. Bitch, you better go back to where you're from.
You just walked into her.
Excuse me. Bitch, you just touched me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you deserved it.
Oh my God.
In my opinion. Yeah, you pushed her and she smacked you. That was self-defense on her part.
Oh, she grabbed me.
Nope.
Please.
All right then, you know, microphone next to the speaker, so yeah, I had to, you know, get that. All right, that's off the screen. So look, yeah, Karens need that every single day. They do. They need it every single day, every hour of every day. Matter of fact, every 5 minutes. So listen. She, you know, are you the manager? Never answered.
No,
so she's not.
Nope.
She's just some entitled white bitch
trying to put people out of a store.
Hold on. No, I'm serious. That has been a problem with every white person that's in so many videos. Literally, no matter where they are, when there's a minority, they act like they own that establishment. They own that land. They own that piece of property, whether it's theirs or not. They have tried to kick people out of other people's homes that they won't even welcome to. That stuff has happened. And so she's in this store, and she's like, she's going to leave because of this. And now she's like, you're going to leave because you can't call me this. You can't say this. Like, you said this swear word, therefore you can't be in this store. The dude that's checking the person out is the clerk.
And he appears to be ignoring all this.
All of it. If there was an absolute problem, he would have been like, no, you have to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's literally the store policy. Somebody's going to cause a ruckus, they got to go. But white people are so protected that the racist person was not being asked to leave. And if she was a manager, she would have immediately said, I'm the manager of this store, or I run this district, you have to go. And at that point, they would have had to leave.
But she was just some chick in the store because she was not in the manager clothes.
No, she wasn't. You know, when you are a certain level of manager, first you got to wear, you can tell who the manager is because they're not wearing the same colors. They might be wearing the same type of outfit, but they're wearing a different color.
Some sort of shirt, button down, and slacks.
And that's what they're wearing. And then when they graduate to that district manager area, then that's when they wear suits or
at least a tie,
some kind of jacket or something like that.
But the management uniform is the same: a button-down shirt and slacks.
And that's for women too.
Yes, exactly.
You know, that's for women too. No, she was just some self-entitled white woman. That's it. That's all she was. And it's sad that they get away with their entitlement. No one shuns their entitlement. No one sits there and call out, you don't own this place, you get the fuck out. No. They let this shit run roughshod. And when you let things run roughshod, they think it's the norm. It's okay. Because see, she was a woman. In the last video I mentioned, women they're allowed to do whatever they want unless. And even in this, that unless wasn't there. It wasn't there. And she sat there and you're going to have to get out. That's in the woman, because she was talking and some saliva came out or something, or she got and pointed in her face, and that's what she said, that's considered assault. And she's like, she didn't even acknowledge that.
Nope.
She just kept talking. And then when the woman's like, basically shut the fuck up, she's like, so where are you from? I'm like, that does not matter. That literally does not fucking matter at all. No, you are literally searching for a reason to hate this girl because she's not abiding by your self-entitled racist rules. That's really all it is. And that's the problem with you little Karens, you little white people. You just want someone to bow down to your rules, and it's been done, quote unquote, in public for so long, you think you're entitled to it. You go home and teach that at your dinner tables, and you retain your entitlement to it. You picture check each other, then you come out in mobs and in mass, and now individually you think you can do it, and when someone stands up to you, you think you've been done wrong. Because you've been spoiled. This country is a house. You're a child, and you've been allowed to do whatever you want, say whatever you want, and now that the adults are finally checking your ass, you're not happy with it. That's all this racism is. It is literally the protest of people not being spoiled anymore. That's what this protest is. And I'm talking about the Black Lives Matter protest and the George Floyd protest and the Trayvon Martin protest. I'm talking about the white racist protest. You're just mad you're not getting your way ad nauseum anymore. It's the death rattles of your bullshit.
Now we're screaming about their freedom. We want our rights. You are the only ones who have ever had rights. Anybody else who tried to protest for their rights gets stamped out.
And I'm gonna tell you, talk about you're progressives. You shouldn't be talking about violence and slapping people. You know when she got hit, swap right across the damn face.
She shouldn't have put her hands on him.
She put her hands on her twice, I think. When she grabbed that second time, when she grabbed her and turned around, the girl had to keep her. It was a quick instant. She was like, "Don't do it," because that's what we're trained to do. That's a white person. You don't hit them. She actually paused. If you watch the video, again, you can look at this or find it on Twitter or whatnot. You find that video. I guess she was Latina.
I don't know. They were talking about something was mentioned about Native American.
Native American,
yeah.
Latina, not white.
She wasn't white and she wasn't black.
You know what she was? You know what she was?
Not white.
No, a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
That's what she is. She's a U.S. citizen. She's American. All right. That's what she is. She's a U.S. citizen. She's a U.S. inhabitant. That's what she is. And she should have been respected equally. But instead, they can't do that. They can't do that. So when she grabbed her, she had that pause. And then, you know what? Swap! Right across the face. Mm-hmm. Fuck you. You're going to grab me. Because what happened was when she grabbed her, I can promise you what went through her was, oh, I can't just hit her because, you know. And then it was like, yo, fuck this bitch. It was a piece of rage that went off. And she slapped her. You could see the girl back off at first. It was a quick backpedal, a subtle backpedal, not in let's do this, but holy shit, I'm fucked. But I am outraged that you and your entitlement, you can see her go forward after that thought. I am used to seeing this so much. Nobody else is. Those little tiny gesticulations says a lot, and people don't understand that. They don't understand that. You're literally in any movie or any documentary or any document you find anywhere, you're gonna find where, oh yeah, you can go in this town and do something, and you can fuck up these black girls, you can fuck up these Latinos, you can fuck up these Latinas, you can fuck up these Native American females and stuff. But you know what? When it comes to a white woman, say that's a white woman. You gotta leave that alone. Mm-hmm. And so that entitlement is there, and that's why they're the way they are right now, because they've been trained to be entitled. They can do anything. White women can do anything they can and get away with anything they want until it challenges a white man that has power. It's that simple. That's their unless. And that unless was not there for her. If there was a white dude there saying, hey, you need to calm your ass down. This is not your establishment. You need to leave. Now, that's when her other privilege would kick in. I'm a woman and I can say whatever I want to say, and I'm going to scream and rave and rant and stuff, and she would probably have hit him, even though he's a manager, would have hit him, or just rant and rave, and then he would have escorted her out the door.
I want to know what happened when Angry Karen left the store. There's no follow-up. We know she went and called the police. We know she went and called the police.
I don't know, because here's the thing: when they finally realize their defeat, that's when they don't really follow up. Sometimes they just leave it alone, you know. And most likely they checked out and drove away. So if she did call the police and the police showed up, there's nobody there.
Yeah.
And if they asked to see the footage and stuff, the people probably say, "What? We don't even record anything."
Yeah, and I'm sure
even if they do,
and I'm sure the guy who recorded would leave.
Yep.
Some shit just jumped off. It's time to go.
I got to bounce. And he was literally back there explaining to this woman why she's in the wrong, and she didn't want to hear that. She wanted to hear, "I protect you. You are right because you're white," and that's it. Now I'm setting aside how the appearance of the woman. I'm like, why? Honestly, this might kill a lot of my argument and make me be like, what the fuck? But I was like, she kind of had a nice body. What the fuck? She has some meat on her bones. Why can't you just chill and shut the fuck up? If you look good, why can't your mind match how you look?
Oftentimes it don't.
And oftentimes these racist women, you know what they are? They are always these overweight, moon face shaped motherfuckers that wear the thin lipstick and have that trailer park sound with the trailer park hairdo with the shades on and got to scream and holler at somebody. I don't know why it's like that. We can grow you from a fucking factory?
No,
this is the racist factory.
They grow them at the dinner table.
Well, obviously, yeah, but I'm just saying, why do y'all favor each other in appearance so damn much? That's just, that amazes me. Every hour, every time a Karen opens her mouth, swap, right across the face. You know what? I'm entitled. Swap.
And if it's
You're
not,
like, I'm talking about once and popping up. Shut up.
And if it's not that description, it's the complete opposite. Super thin, young, middle class, upper middle class,
blonde or brunette, nothing in between. It's rare to find some redhead. Redheads used to be able to get persecuted so much that they were pretty much like, oh man, I understand to an extent. But then redheads became the flavor at one point, and then they got absolved from all the shit, and then they became pretty much a Karen in general.
People just need to learn how to mind their business.
Why can't when you go into a situation, if you're a Karen out there, and you most likely will not hear this, why can't you just be like, okay, I'm here and I'm there and I'm doing my thing, and you look up and that sudden emotion of you're annoyed or you're outraged, think, what I'm about to do, what if somebody did it to me for the same reasons? How would I feel? They don't have that empathy. They don't have that.
No, they're not bred that way. They are superior.
Why can't... Okay, hold on. Why don't we do this with voting? Everyone, you're going to get a mail-in ballot, okay? All right? With that mail-in ballot, there's a survey. And with that survey, and you have to fill it out and send it in immediately. Okay? You got to fill that. If it's not turned in, if you have not filled it out and put it in the mail within 2 days, then you cannot vote. And then on that ballot, on that thing, you have to fill out some kind of empathy survey. It's not tricky. It's blatant. And it's not saying it's an empathy survey. It's just take the survey. And if you are not empathetic, you can't vote. If you don't have a shred of empathy, you can't vote. That would be nice. Because right now, if you black, you can't vote. If you Latina, you can't vote. If you're Hispanic of any kind, you can't vote. If you're Asian, you can't vote.
If you're poor, you can't vote. If you're disabled, you can't vote. If you're old, you can't vote.
And here's the thing. And I said, no, you have access. No, we don't want access. We want to exercise the rights. But see, we don't have rights. Because when it was the Bill of Rights, yeah, it was for white people. When it was the Constitution, it was for white people. And that's why they are one reason the way they are, alongside with being emboldened. They were siding with black people back in those, 16 and 1700s and stuff. White people in droves were like, wait a minute, what are you doing to these people? But then what happened was they said, we ain't got nothing. And then those racist people that are in charge were like, oh, hey, we'll give you a piece of this pie if you turn your backs on the blacks and the other minorities. You turn your back on them, we'll give you a piece of this pie. And they said, sure. And that helped embolden them because they said, we don't like you black people either because we want to not be in the situation you're in. And if you do that today, when you say in front of a crowd of white people, would any of you wish to be black, they're not going to raise their hand. And that's what happened right then. They didn't raise their hand then, and they won't raise their hand now. And they keep perpetuating the same shit. So you're not going to get change now until you infect the mind. You have to have the conversation. You have to have the rhetoric. You have to change the lingo. You have to make it into a part of society. You have to shame, shun, and basically psychologically oppress the racists only. Just the racist, not someone that might look racist or somebody that is just white. You have, those that have been proven to be racist, you have to remove their money. You got to remove their freedoms, their rights. You have to treat them and put them in the same position that they want the minorities to be in. And then say how you feel now. And then they're going to be mad and let them die mad, poor, broken, ostracized. How about that? Because fuck that shit. Why do those people get a chance? Those few people in this country have the ability to oppress the majority of this country. And when I say the majority, I ain't talking about white people. I'm talking about the people that just want to make it. That's what I'm talking about. Because the minority of people are the racist people, and they're allowed to have the biggest goddamn bullhorn. Because the truth is, everyone out there that is racist in TV land, that's a TV anchor or something, they're racist because they have the money and the ability to be racist. Because they see black people as a threat, because that's what they've been trained. But if you take that away from them, then all of a sudden what they have to do is sit back and be like, what the fuck have I done?
Well, let's consider something. Everywhere people were protesting after George Floyd was murdered, people were protesting peacefully. The cops came out in mass, all hell broke loose.
Yes, it did.
Now, before that, maybe a month before that, I know they did it down here in Raleigh. They did it in a lot of areas of the country. A lot of people came out, predominantly white people, protesting their rights. Protesting that it was against their constitutional rights to have to be forced to stay in their homes so they don't get sick. Now, in these areas, wasn't there a stay-at-home order in place? Wasn't there social distancing to be practicing? Did the cops come in and crackheads or for them breaking this law and infecting everybody in the crowd, including the cops? No, they did not.
No, but they did when it came to black people up there in New York. Fucked their faces up. Beat the shit out of them. Threw them to the ground and caused skin rash like you wouldn't believe on the concrete. Broken arms and stuff. Broken jaws and teeth.
They were protesting.
Hold on, that wasn't even the protest. They were just out without a mask on their corners or in front of their homes.
Oh, okay.
Or walking to the store across the street or something. But then the white people was all like, we're doing the same thing, but the cops was like, oh, do you need a mask?
One woman was out there diagnosed positive COVID-19 out there leading the call, spreading the virus.
And saying that the virus wasn't real. And she got it. She had to stay home. They was like, you know what? You're cured of it. It's gone. It's not, you're not contagious anymore. But you should probably stay in just in case. And she's like, nope, going back out there. I did have it, but it's all good. And you know what? Find out, she was still able to spread it.
Mm-hmm.
Still able to spread it. She wasn't out the clear of being contagious yet. It had diminished so much that you couldn't really find it in her body. It was very minute, hard to find traces of it. But she was like, I'm good. Then she went back out, started spreading it again. And by then, those are the ones that probably survived the onslaught of our immune system. So what happens when those immune defense, viruses get into somebody else? They're probably a little bit goddamn stronger. That's how everything on this planet functions. You're not used to it. Something shows up. You fight it. You get stronger. You're more knowledgeable. And then when it comes back, you know how to fight it off. That's just it. But while you're fighting it off, it's still fighting you. And when it finds that little weak point, it's going to exploit it. And there's no thing in this world weaker than human hubris. There is nothing on this planet of a stalwart defense system with an open door than human hubris, arrogance, conceitedness, self-entitlement. And that's what these racists got. When I talk, when I speak, I can see the little saliva spewing away from me. I can see it. So imagine if I was out there on a microphone talking out to the people and that is being spewed out there and the wind is carrying it. It's going to get on somebody's face, in their mouth, on their lip, on their eye, maybe on their hand or something when they scratch or eat something. Then they got it. And then in 2 to 5 days, they go out there because they're protesting. They're outside protesting that they can't be outside. Let that sink in. Karens need to be slapped every damn 5 minutes.
And we're not just talking about, women. They're male
Karens,
counterparts as well.
Yeah, Kevins. I mentioned them earlier.
I'm just reiterating.
Yeah. You gotta slap these. They ain't but 1K from being right. They 1K and they be perfect right then. Right where they really are. That's one. What the Karen Kevin clan. But yeah, we spoken on this for a little bit. I think we done. You done?
Yep.
I'm done. All right. Should have slapped that. We should have grabbed her by her shit and just slapped her, and everybody else be like, man, that's funny.
Yeah, exactly what it was. This is hilarious.
Just slap a racist down. Beat a racist the way a racist want to beat a minority. Now, that's just. This is Cedric and Sidra for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.